Have you heard about the movement FIRE? Financial Independence, Retire Early. God, I want to criticize it a little. I'm totally for financial independence. That's absolutely awesome. I want that. I want financial independence. That means have no debt and that my money is big enough that it works for me so that I don't have to work anymore. But you know, I don't want to retire ever. You see, very soon I'll become 50. And this has made me thinking what kind of life I want to lead in the future. Sadly, some of my friends have passed already, people my age. Needless to say, I don't want that. My mother passed, she was 92. My great-grandmother died like in the 60s with 128 years old. I want that. She never retired. She never retired. She was a business owner. She sold fabric in Mexico. She was so healthy. She has her full hair, all her teeth, never need to wear glasses. I want that. I want financial independence, but I want to build a business that will make me so happy to wake up in the morning and do it. Why to live in a world in which I hate my work so that I need to run away and retire? I want to integrate the fun in my business. Now, I have gone through a journey to be able to say this. I have gone through all the framework that I created of the heart-centered economy. I was, of course, in the survival economy. After university, I went to work for a very big institution, a bank. And after 3 months, they tell you, you are already 3 months here, you can ask a loan. And we are going to be very kind for you, and we give you a tiny interest. I said, no, I don't need the money, really. But all my colleagues said, do it, do it. Okay, so I asked the money, and the money went, disappeared in no time. What did I buy? Things I didn't need to impress people. Well, I actually really did like these people, but I didn't really need to impress anybody, but still I got into debt. I had to pay the money. And that took me, I don't know, 6 months or a year. That's very easy to pay it back. However, I saw how all my colleagues started to get more in debt, more in debt, more in debt with the bank, because they will, if you had a year in the bank, they will give you another loan. If you had 2 years in the bank, etc. So they could not quit the job they did not like. There was a moment in which I didn't like to work in the bank anymore. I wanted to learn more. I wanted to see other industries. So I could easily quit because I was free. This is something I learned then. And it was one of the first lessons in financial independence. Don't get into debt that is unnecessary. So I was able to quit. And I went into the greed economy. The greed economy, you know, I was really good at that. I ended up smoking cigars and drinking champagne and buying another evening dress and, you know, money. It's fantastic. Greed and hoarding. I was almost like Carrie in Sex and the City with this beautiful collection of shoes but absolutely no financial independence, no financial solidity. I will receive my salary, big salary, and I will spend it. And there was never enough. I was in pure financial dependence. And what other frameworks don't consider in this subject of financial independence is that when you are in that financial dependence, in that greed economy, your heart breaks, because the more gadgets you buy, the more shoes you buy, the more empty you become, the more meaningless they become. The Jimmy Choos are not good enough. The most expensive champagne is not good enough. Flying on a private jet is not good enough. You need more and more and more. And money cannot really fill you up anymore. And now I tell you, I'm 50. I've seen quite some people's lives. This is when people start getting their divorces. This is when they get the heart attacks. This is when they get the cancers. There is a moment in which things break. And that's where we end up in the bohemian economy. Could be midlife crisis, that we go there. Quite some of my customers have been fired, downsized, whatever nice term you want, but they end up there. And they go and do Reiki and all kinds of healings and coaching, and I was there. I can tell you, the law of attraction, praying, and candles, and quartz, and tarot reading, and they are in this bohemian world, doing all these services for free, thinking that they are not good enough, and get it into a spiral of yes, I am in the highest chakras, thinking about higher spiritual endeavors, but nothing really concrete. There are people who really go really far away into looking for meaning and getting away from money. Because money is bad, money is evil. The people who have money end up alone, or end up, with lots of people, but really with a broken heart. It's like the opposite. It's like the yin and the yang. The greed economy, just it's like when you have had temperature really, really hot, and suddenly your body gets so cold. It's something like that. I've seen so many people. I went through that myself. I left the corporate world and I ended up in the bohemian economy. And there is a moment when we awaken and we say, no, we can have the two things. We can have the financial independence, and we can do good. We can have businesses that actually provide great services to the world and do provide financially to us. That is what I call the heart-centered economy, and that is where it coincides the financial independence. But what do we need to get there? What we need to get there is to shift our mind. Because you see, we're stuck in any of the three, survival or greed or bohemian, because of what has been programmed in our mind. And what has been programmed in our mind has been programmed through experiences in our childhood, things that we heard, things that we saw, arguments that we heard, cries that we heard, how our mom reacted to things, how our dad reacted to things. I remember very well how my mom used to hide the dresses that she will buy. So I learned to feel guilty, very guilty about money, very guilty about desiring luxury. I wouldn't even dare to tell you that I'm looking for financial independence, because you don't do that. You hide it. My mother will hide money. She will hide the dresses, she will hide her bank account, she will hide whatever investment she had, she will hide everything. She will not let it see, anybody will be able to see it. She felt very guilty about it. And that's why I learned to feel guilty. Very guilty about being successful financially. What is for you? I created a special webinar for this purpose, to talk about what are those mental roadblocks, programs that are sabotaging your success. I will help you to identify them so that you can transmute them. You see, you have to name it to tame it. I have a process that we can go together in a workshop fashion so that you can start your journey away from financial dependence and the journey towards financial independence, the journey towards the heart-centered economy. And you know what is so fantastic is that you don't need to quit your job or make a sale of 100,000 euros. You just need a change of direction. It's really like having a great cargo ship. Going that direction will bring you to old age with little money in your retirement fund, or a happy and healthy old age in which you are healthy to enjoy it, and you know that you have the funds to fund your fun. What about that? If you want to start changing your programming so that you start changing your future, join me. All data is below. We'll change in a workshop fashion, actively, that programming for you. I hope to see you there. And by the way, if you like this video, if you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. And also, if you like it, share it, because I want more people to build a heart-centered economy, don't you? So happy to see you here. Have a wonderful day.